Well, guess what it is? Yep, it's the first of 2020. A new year, a new decade. You know what that means? A new video. Yay. What's this video I'm going to be doing? Well, I thought about it, and I was originally going to plan on reviewing a movie for New Year's, but I don't really know very many good New Year movies out there. So what an idea I have is to just do something I want to do. Rank a trilogy. I already ranked MCU, well, most of it. So what should I rank now? You know what? Star Wars, of course. You gotta love Star Wars. Today I'm gonna be ranking the 11 Star Wars movies, including the Skywalker saga and the two spin-offs. I'm including those. I'm not including any movies like the Clone Wars because that's not really something part of the trilogy. It's animated and it's owned by Warner Brothers. Also, this will also be include a short review of the Rise of Skywalker. So be looking forward to seeing that on this rank list and see where I put it. And I'll talk a little bit about it and about did I enjoy it or did I hate it. Anyway, let's get into this list. Number 11 is Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Yep, I hate this movie. Attack of the Clones is the second of the entire prequel trilogy, and man, is it probably the worst. Why? Let's go through one thing. Nothing about it should make sense for Star Wars. The movie basically follows a love story. Yeah, that's what we get. I mean, sure, in A New Hope it was a love story, but it focused mostly on battles and all that awesome crap. This focuses on Anakin meeting Padme, who's a character nobody gives a crap about in this saga. Oh, we get new characters like Jango Fett. He's Boba Fett's dad, who just gets instantly killed off. So great, we don't get to hear about him anymore. What a waste. Oh, and Mace Windu, who targets a very unnecessary performance as he's just there to be, I don't know, to choose some good stars. Samuel Jackson, you know. Some stuff will fit in for Star Wars, but mostly it's just a waste of time. Like, I mean, sure, we do get more anger that Anakin gets when he becomes Darth Vader. It seems like all that is wasted because at the end, Anakin's happily lived and still stays as a Jedi. It's all just stupid. The stuff is stupid, the effects just wore off too easily. This movie overall just doesn't work for Star Wars, and I'm very sad about that. Number 10 is Episode 1. Look at that. We got this crap out of the way. Most people consider Episode 1 to be worse, but in my opinion, it's just, a tad better, but only a tad. The only reason I say that is because we got Darth Maul, who is a super cool villain, and I can always think of. But regardless of that, Episode 1 overall sucks. Like, first of all, there's Qui-Gon Jinn. He's played by Liam Neeson. Cool. That's all we get to think about from him. And there's Anakin. Yeah, in the middle, that's Anakin. What? Really? We're going to follow this story? Wouldn't it have been cooler? When I saw this young boy in the trailer, I was thinking, oh, this is a story about Luke Skywalker's life. Nope. This is Anakin, everybody. The performance is bad. I mean, we don't really get much from this movie that we want to see. It's just another boring, kind of over-the-top Star Wars movie. Let's get to the worst character in this movie. We all know who this is. Jar Jar Binks. Who on earth told George Lucas to create a character like this? Jar Jar Binks is just annoying, stupid, and over the top. I hate him. Okay, everybody does. Who doesn't hate Jar Jar Binks? He's just horrible. I'm glad he got less screen time in Attack of the Clones. I would miss. Attack of the Clones is bad. This movie's only a tad better, but it still is not very good. Number 9 is Rogue One. Most people like this movie. Me, on the other hand, not so much. Let me tell you why. One problem is that I kind of felt a little tired over through this movie, as it seemed to have felt more war than actual Star Wars. The stuff in this movie falls very dark to an actual Star Wars movie. Another problem is some of the fight scenes are very less designed. Like they just seem to put those fight scenes in less screen time. I think a major problem I would have with this movie is the CGI they use. They got Grand Moff Tarkin and Princess Leia to be CGI'd. I get it, their actors are grown out or even dead, but oh my god, it just doesn't feels uncomfortable. Wouldn't it be better if you changed the actor? Maybe I get you could get sad that people get pissed off, but I mean I wouldn't be that upset. At least as long as it's still a good character. Feel bad for that. The only good thing I found about Rogue One was the villain who's in this movie. The villains do a better job for the performance than with the actual heroes. Heck, the heroes literally all get killed off at the end. Well, that's a waste of time. I was expecting to see an actual story come from this movie for what we want to see from what you want to add. There are questions about Star Wars that were never answered. God, that's just disappointing to me. Number 8 is Episode 8. This is okay. Just okay. Maybe it's okay. I don't know. It's AT&T commercial. Anyway, it's an okay movie. You see, I may have not found it watchable over time, but when I first saw it, I just was impressed with what it was. I mean, it had battles, it had characters, it had Luke Skywalker's old age, it had some good stuff in it. But as time going on, watching the movie over again, it starts to get tiring really fast. I guess that's just because I seem to have lost everything. They mostly focus on action. It's fun to watch one time, but after that, you pretty much just want to look for more stuff. This is a great movie the first time I saw it. The second time, I just found it okay. But hey, at least it's better than those other films. Ugh. Yes, I enjoy it. It's just an okay Star Wars movie. Not great, not good. Okay, alright, it's just fine. Problems, yes. Good movie, okay. Number 7 is Episode 3. Look at that. Now this is actually a movie that's good in the prequel trilogy. You see, because it actually gives us the right kind of detail. We get all the questions answered. That was a sound effect, by the way. Anyway, like, Anakin becomes Darth Vader. That's just the best question answered. I would have actually guessed for Anakin to become Darth Vader. It's pretty hard to think about. There's also Obi-Wan who turning against Anakin. That's a question I want to find out. We see Darth Sidious evil and how he has an ugly face. That's a question I got answered. The biggest question I got that was answered is for Luke and Leia. The end shows them growing up and how they went to where they are and how they never knew their real parent. I loved it. I loved it a lot. I love how this movie actually dives into real Star Wars rather than just being another dumb waste of time for Star Wars. This is a good movie. It actually has the right kind of story. I really feel bad that this movie got a few disappointments. It makes sense, but I don't know. I liked it. Number 6 is Solo, aka probably one of the most disappointing movies to some people when it comes to Star Wars. And again, I don't know why. I love Solo. It actually gives me a good idea. Now, for all you wondering, I'm gonna say it, I ain't the biggest Han Solo fan. The reason because he just seems to act like a jerk sometimes when I don't really enjoy it. Anyway, the movie does a good job telling us the story of how Han Solo became the real pilot in person. We got different actors, sure, maybe that would have hurt off, but I don't really find them doing such a bad job. They actually do a good job with their character. Like with Lando being played by Donald Glover, that ain't too bad. Chewie's introduction ain't too bad. Now the characters they have, the story, it's fine. Maybe it threw me off at points, but overall, Solo is too underrated for me. And I feel like people who hate this movie just seem to enjoy Han Solo a little too much. I'm sorry for you all Han Solo fans who want to get mad at me for not liking him. Listen, I'm sorry, okay? Number 5 is Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi. Look, this movie would have actually been the final Star Wars movie in the trilogy. Since it wasn't, I was kind of got upset for people, but hey, we can all enjoy it for what it is. The conclusion of Star Wars as it came out at the time, people were waiting to see it so they can all enjoy a good conclusion to Star Wars. And boy, was it worth it. I mean, yes, I loved it, okay? I love the characters, I love the deaths, I love the fights. They have a really cool X-Wing fight with a second Death Star, and that's pretty neat. Star Wars Episode 6 was the confirmed conclusion at the time, even though it's not the full Star Wars conclusion now. When it really was something. I loved it. We all did. I'm sure we did. Give me a sec. This camera's a little shaky. I should be filming this on an actual screen. Well, you see, lost the budget when I got a new phone. Long story. Regardless of that, this is a really good conclusion that was not even a conclusion. Return of the Jedi. The perfect Star Wars film for when you're not ready to see anything else. Number 4 is the original classic, Star Wars, which is actually now called Episode 4: A New Hope. Back then it was called Star Wars, as not really people were thinking there would be sequels. I loved it. When this first came out, people were really looking forward to it. They saw the trailers and they weren't impressed, but they saw things that no one else ever seen before. It's real stuff, real decent tales. It tells a story that no other film would have done in the 70s. I don't get why people claim this to be one of the best. I really think it should be the number 1 best for most people. It follows a really decent, well-done told story, and it takes it so much. The characters that were introduced, all the stuff, the battles and all that, it's just wonderful for how much was made up in this. This is a made-up story. It's not based off a book or a true story. Nope. George Lucas just pulled this crap out of his butt. Number 3 is The Force Awakens. People are probably wondering why I think The Force Awakens is better. It's just, modern Star Wars has more to it. But overall, most people when they first saw this movie were thinking it's just a decent Star Wars movie. No, it's not. It's super well made. They've put in so much detail to include more to Star Wars. They need to add up to it. When Disney owned Star Wars, some fans weren't very happy. I was happy. I thought it was fine. I mean, thanks to Disney, Star Wars has now become a modern day franchise, not franchise of the past. We got this movie to prove it. I love it. It does tell so many good stuff in it. It's a really fun main story that tells the perfect amount of stuff in it. See, with the new characters, the old ones returning, all that. They really did a good job bringing back Star Wars to us. And now kids love it. Now kids nowadays love it. They don't think of it as old. It's new. All of it is new. You get this camera fixed. Just enjoy it for a little bit, something. Okay, before everybody starts getting the comics, hold up. Don't write the comment yet. If you already wrote a comment about this, go ahead and delete it. And let me explain. Just hear me out, okay? I get it. People were not impressed with this movie when it first came out. But why? Okay, just tell me right now. Why weren't people impressed? I'm sure maybe they didn't find questions answered, but that happened before in movies, and they didn't hate them too much. I love this conclusion to Star Wars. It was wonderful. It was super decent, well done characters, finished off. I really don't understand the problem with this movie. You can go ahead and write down, why would you put this so well? It's not that great. Well, in my opinion, it is. The Rise of Skywalker does not deserve this kind of treatment. I feel like it's all just trolls. Because I saw the movie and I was scared that they were going to be right. But my God, they were so wrong. What is wrong with this movie? Maybe there are things they wanted to see that they didn't see, but what they got really shouldn't piss them off. It really don't really see anything wrong with this movie. It follows really well done to detail to finish off Star Wars, and maybe if it doesn't, it has been confirmed we might get more from Star Wars, so you should be happy. Oh yeah, I know. This year was Star Wars' big year for The Mandalorian. Yeah, it's a great show, but come on, The Rise of Skywalker, we're not talking about TV shows right now. We're talking about this. This movie was such a wonderful movie. I cannot believe people have questioned and wrote rude stuff about it. Makes no sense. But I think The Empire Strikes Back is better. Why? It's The Empire Strikes Back. This actually focuses on a perfectly done tale for Star Wars. Everything about it feels like the right kind of Star Wars movie. The right character, screen time, the right emotion. Everything about it felt right. I mean, people love it a lot, and I do too. So it's kind of obvious to have this at number 1. But what else can I think of? I just have trouble comparing it. But when I am forced to, I go with The Empire Strikes Back. Gives us a well-told story. It has the perfect amount of screen time for the character, like I said before. And it tells us so much for Star Wars, what we need to know. So if you're a big Star Wars fan who's low on movies, you get most detail picked up with The Empire Strikes Back. Man, is it fun. And man, did I enjoy it. Well, now that we're done, I just want to say Happy New Year, everybody. And what the heck? Stop game. Hold up, I got a package. Ooh, what do we have here? I just got a new friend. See a little Kylo Ren buddy that keeps bothering me in my videos? I got a new friend. Meet this guy. I decided to get someone else. Maybe he can help fight and tell him how good my channel is. Hope it works. Let me ask. So, what do you think of my channel? What, you mean the dumb channel that you make? Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I need to lay off the TV advertising.